Hi, we are lighting. Wow, they didn't go very far. Does anyone find that matches just don't light like they used to? Anyway. Hi guys, we are going live on the Awakened Community with Victoria Bond here to do, I want to say some quick live card pulls. I'm having to acknowledge that I kind of do long card pulls because I love it so much, and time, it just literally flies when we're doing what we love. So we'll see how long we're going to be here, but I am definitely going to put a little bit of a time limit on myself today because I'm preparing for the $1 Million Mediumship Masterclass tomorrow. And if you're not there, you need to come, right? Because everyone's going to be given an opportunity to literally talk to me personally if they come to this masterclass. Okay, so hello and welcome. I am just, let me just grab my Paleo Santo here. How are you guys going? I've got to tell you something. I just had a 3.5 hour soul mapping session with one of my OG clients. She's been with me from the very beginning. She's been with me for probably about 5 years. She's watched me go from being a hairdresser to creating like $1.5 million in my business. We did that within 3 years whilst doing mediumship and utilizing my gifts. And it was amazing. It was so amazing. A soul mapping session is literally where we work with the body, but we also go to different galactic collectives and spirit comes through, and we literally created a modality. We streamed through a modality from Lemuria for her to be able to bring this to her clients, her very own modality. Okay, so I'm celebrating that 3.5 hours of, you get access. You can do a soul mapping session with me as well if you want to. They're typically 90 minutes. You get an entire report, and I'm doing them from half price at the moment. I'm doing them for $555 USD instead of 1111. So yeah, if you're keen on that, just DM me. But anyway, we're here today because I want to do some card pulls because I am just so lit after that soul mapping session. Do some card pulls. And of course, I'm really hoping that you guys can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. I'm just waiting for the comments to come up, so make sure you come and say hello. And if you're on replay, hashtag replay. We'll see if my words come out after literally I've been talking for 4 hours straight. Melanie, how are you? Yay, there is comments. So I'm going to do some card pulls, and I am here today to promote my free masterclass. Isn't it funny, like promoting a free masterclass that has got so much value? And I'm not going to try to sell it to you because it's free, but what I am going to say is determination, dedication, and devotion. These 3 Ds is something I'm going to talk about a little bit more tomorrow. And if I can spend 3.5 hours talking to a client, creating a report, going to the galactic, and I've still got lots of energy, that means I'm on the right track, okay? So every single person has an ability, a gift for the world. And quite often there's these, I don't want to call them blocks, but there's these gaps, like there's misalignment. It's so hard to put the pieces together. And this is what I can do, is I can help to bridge that. Hey Monique, thank you Melanie, I'm so grateful. Hey Anya, how are you? I see you've been doing some readings as well, so good. And I love that you did MM. I think you did MM twice, and now you're like killing it, cranking it, pulling them in all the best ways and pulling cards. So everyone go and go check out Anya Wood. She is an MM graduate. She's done it two times, and she's a phenomenal medium. Okay, cool. So I just did a soul mapping session, 3.5 hours with my OG client of 5 years, and she has watched me go from literally making $30,000 a year, slogging my guts out as a hairdresser while having children hanging off me, and my husband was a ship in the night, and to creating literally $30,000 like minimum monthly income, hiring my husband, as well as hiring other people, and literally, I don't know if you guys, if I can turn this around, I can't really, but like I'm looking over the ocean, okay? this is not just available for me. This is available for everybody if they're allowing themselves, not allowing, oh my goodness, my words, because I've used so much words today, allowing themselves to come into their potentials, devotion, dedication, determination, determination, dedication, devotion, the 3 Ds that I have no notes in front of me right now. I'm going to help you to access and harness that in my $1 Million Medium Masterclass tomorrow. It doesn't mean that you're going to be a medium that makes millions of dollars or do what I'm doing, but what if you could make millions of dollars doing what you want to do? Money shouldn't be the first value thing. It should be the dedication that we have, the devotion that we have, the determination that we have to bring our essence out into the world, to live a life by our design, which is magnetic, magical. Happiness is not something we chase, it's something we be. And I've really been able to harness the different cycles and rhythms and patterns. So I'm going to share with you like there's 5 top kind of golden nuggets that I received from spending well over $150,000 dollars on investing in, from Reiki masters to I'm a Reiki master, so going through all the training, doing my certifications, having one-to-one coaches, being in high-level masterminds. I'm going to share with you the 5 things that I truly believe helped me to create $1.5 million in the last few years, okay? And the thing I really want to emphasize, and I'm going to do some card pulls for you guys, and I'm not trying to convince you and persuade you to come to my free masterclass because it's free. Like, it shouldn't need convincing and persuading. The whole thing is an activation. If you've never met me before, the words are words, but you're activated in the space. And I am very generous. I love to give, so I will be giving away some amazing things in this masterclass. This is such a great opportunity to shift your entire reality. But what I really want to emphasize is if we shift our perspective, if we allow ourselves to grow, we can transform. Hi, Amy. I know I haven't actually I've been live recently a lot in the last week, but I've been behind the scenes working with my mastermind. We've recreated Magnificent Mediumship entirely. So the whole thing is this round and the round previously. It took me a good 3 months to remaster the whole thing. And we've just been transforming. There's our first card. So, $1 Million Medium Masterclass. It's not about making the millions of dollars. It's about shining your brightest light. And love is honestly, I believe it's the only actual truth. Hey, Marty! I believe it's the only truth. I don't know what's with my hands. I think it's because I just did this 3.5 hour channel where I was not even in my body. We were like remote viewing, astral traveling, you name it, activating. We had initiations and all sorts of things. And this is what I'm doing in my sessions right now, which is very, 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 very powerful. You have the ability to be in your power and to create massive amounts of wealth. Wealth is not just monetary. It's nothing without money. I mean, nothing without energy, right? It is literally money in the hands of light workers, of those that want to have like a bigger agenda at play, which is, for me, my why is very, very personal. I talk about it in my communities. My why is so, so deep to me. It gets me out of bed every day. It's so much bigger than me. It's so much bigger than my family. Like, how do we get bigger than our family? It's so big that it gets me moving. It gets me motivated. It gets me determined, dedicated, devoted to what it is I'm here to do, okay? So I want this for you as well. And well, I'm a projector. Who knows me here? A few of you will know me. I'm a 3/5 projector. I'm splenic, which means I'm a classic projector, which means I have no motors, so I've got no energy. Some projectors have got their solar plexus, so they're a little bit more energy than me. But I've just been going hard for 4 hours, and I am like so aligned because of this work, okay? The first card that I've pulled for you guys is bringing fun into everything you do, juggling multiple priorities or jobs, and exceptional talent for multitasking. I love this card. Now, this is for you if you're like, I'm multi-passionate. I don't want to niche down, like I don't want to just focus on building money or building this or focusing on family or career or whatever. I want everything, okay? So this is what we're talking about in the $1 Million Medium Masterclass. It's not necessarily about mediumship. It's not necessarily about, making $1 million in mediumship. It's about you doing it in a way that feels correct for you, but you've got to have your energetics down. People are chasing and people are scamming and people are tricking to think it has to be in a particular way, but, you are your strategy and you always have been. And I'm never going to stand here and say, you got to do this, A, B, and C. I can suggest these things, but what do you think, right? What feels good for you? So you're allowed to be a multi-passionate being. My family are downstairs right now and they're having dinner. And I was like, I'm not hungry. Like I'm still wired from my 3.5 hours with my client. And saying that I probably need to like stretch a little bit because it's been a lot of sitting down and I'm in my 40s. But my heart, your heart is calling you. The heart and the head, there is trickery going on. There is voices. There is literally pulling and throwing between the head and the heart because it's like, I can't afford that. I don't have enough time, energy, or money. Time, energy, or money. We talk about that tomorrow, right? How do we combat that? I was the mum who did not have enough time to meditate. I had absolutely no money to do anything and I had fuck all energy. So no energy, no time, no money, like at all. And one day I was like, this is a me problem. It's not the world problem. So what do I want to do with that? Okay. These multitaskers. I'm a multitasker. I am so multidimensional, right? One minute I can be doing business coaching and working on strategy. The next minute I'm in Lemuria, and I'm doing, I went to Montana the other day. I'm in New Zealand and I traveled by literally sitting in my chair, traveled by remote viewing to my client's property. These are the things that we get to access when we come into spaces like magnificent mediumship, when we come into communities, when we learn from mentors, when we access ourselves. I never teach you, I remind you, I ignite you to remember these things, okay? We activate one another. So, what are you focusing on? I had a really great question from one of my beautiful one-to-ones who's doing one-to-one with me, VIP and MM, which is like a one-to-one space. And she said, how do I know what my dominant clear is? And my answer to her, because I get these types of questions all the time and I love them. I love questions. If anyone has any questions, drop them down below. And by the way, if you haven't come on and said hello yet, rude. No, just kidding. It's dinner time in New Zealand. Come and say hello, please. I like to come on here and do lives because I like to hang out. And my team is like, well, you should probably just go do a YouTube because then you're going to get hundreds of thousands of views. But I'm like, no, I love the interaction, right? Because it's fueling me, it's giving me the energy. So I love responses. So I'd love to know, what are you multitasking at the moment? And are you able, going back to the clears conversation, are you able to focus on one of those things, give it direct focus at a particular time, and know that those other things are still there? Because often, hey Lisa, often we are like, I don't ever remember what the saying is, but we're like 10% in all these different pots. You've got 10 pots and you're putting 10% in each pot, but where are you 100%? So instead, if you can be direct focus, so my direct focus right now and tomorrow is a $1 Million Mediumship Masterclass. My direct focus is that. My children, they're taken care of. They're downstairs eating dinner, right? I've decided not to eat dinner with them. I've decided to do this live because I was like, I'm not hungry, which is weird. I did have some muesli bars and chips before, but I'm not hungry. I'm lit. I'm excited. I've got fuel. I'm determined. I'm devoted. I'm dedicated to my mission here. So I want to get as many people in the room for the $1 Million Medium Masterclass, which is going to be extremely activating. Tomorrow, are you coming? Okay, 9 a.m. New Zealand. daytime, and there is prizes, there are giveaways, and you're going to have an opportunity to jump on a phone call with me. Like, it's insane. I can't wait. I really hope there's lots of bums and seats. All right. Okay. Let's see what here is here for the collective. Does anyone have any particular questions? If you do, I just want to see this chat box blow up right now. Okay. I want to see it blow up. Going back to the question of my one-on-one who's on here, by the way. She said, how do I know what clear I am? And what dominant clear? I said to, it's like going to the gym. Like, I am like sometimes really strong on my upper body because I'm working it out. And then other times I'm really strong on my bottom half because I'm running half marathons, right? So it's really interesting because we are all clears. So I'm clear sentient because I'm splenic. So I sense things like out of crazy sense things. I'm clear dominant, I'm clear cognience. I'm clairvoyant, I see things. I'm clairaudient, I hear things all the time, and I hear beneath the words. There's so many layers and nuances to each clear. We are all, which one do we want to focus on? Honing in onto that. So who needs to hear this today? Who needs to hear this? I'm curious. The second card is coming. It's coming. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. I love this. We have got, there we go. 8 of water. And I'm going to come to some of your questions soon. Yay. If you've got any questions, if you're jumping on, please come and say hello to me. Okay. You have what it takes. If only you would believe in yourself. This came up in my client's session today as well. Believing what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing, what I'm knowing, what I'm sensing. Like, how do I know it's real? Evidence. Okay. So thinking that you're powerless when you're not. A lack of confidence that keeps you from getting what you want. I'm going to talk about this tomorrow in the $1 Million Mediumship Masterclass. It's going to be powerful. So wear your sequins. I may or may not wear my sequins. I will be having makeup on, and I'll probably do my hair. I just whipped it up in a bun for you. I'm wearing a bikini right now. I didn't go for a swim. I'm starting a challenge. So I had to go stand on this machine, and it took like 15,000 photos of me or something crazy like that. And I didn't really get out of it because I had to get straight into my work mode. So yeah, I just want to let you know that the metaphysical and a lot of the stuff that comes through makes no sense. I teach this in Magnificent Mediumship. 99% of what you say is not going to make sense for the person to you, but it's going to make sense to the person that you're saying it to. There was a dragon today inside this 3.5 hour session that I did with my OG client who's been with me. I think she's my longest client that I've had. We've been working together from the very beginning. And honestly, there's this little mini baby dragon, and it was really, really cool. And I was just like, this is crazy. We had to go back in time to her 13-year-old self. And she gave herself this baby dragon. And now it's this big, massive dragon. I've got a whole lot of information about dragons too, by the way, for another time maybe. But what was my point here? Oh, it was about believing in yourself. And getting the evidence. So we'd have to look for evidence. Now, that doesn't mean we need to go, give me another sign, another sign, another sign, another sign. We've got to trust spirit, of course. But I pulled a card when we wanted evidence, and it was the Dragon's Lair. And it was from this deck of cards, which is not about dragons. Okay? So I never know that card existed inside of that deck of cards. So my point being is the signs and synchronicities and evidence is everywhere. But we've got to, when you ask a question and you get a card and it resonates, sit in contemplation and gratitude rather than, oh, what's next, right? So we're just like in this fast food, fast paced, flick through television, Netflix, Disney, or Neon, like I do it. We're scrolling onto, next platform is like, check my Gmail, check my IG, check my Facebook. So what I want to say to you is slow down and see the evidence. And the fact that a dragon came through, then I pulled the card about dragons, that was the tiniest thing that happened in our session, in our soul mapping session. We were like traveling out to Lemuria and oh my God, it was pretty fantastical. But she's a very advanced soul, so we could go very deep. So for you, You have what it takes. What if you did believe in yourself? What would you do if you fully believed in yourself? And I asked myself this, right? I asked myself this. What would I do if I fully believed in myself and I didn't need to have my husband's approval, my friend's approval, my parents' approval, society's approval, the church's approval, my sister's approval? And I was just like, fuck it. I would just do the thing. Do what? I would dive into spirituality head first. And I said to my husband, do you want to buy a business and start? Because you need to leave your job. Or do you want me to? He fucked around for too long, so I did it and created a full-blown business. $1 million medium, right, has been born. But it's not just for mediums. It's not just for people that want to be millionaires. It's for people that are heart-centered, that lead with love and need to believe in themselves. We believe in ourselves, and the world, it has this ripple effect, okay? Hayden flies with dragons in his dreams. Oh. Hey, Amy. Yeah. What would I do? What would I do if I didn't give a fuck what anyone else thought? If I believed in myself, I would start a non-profit business for helping with cancer. And you know what I love about you, Amy, is you've already started that. You've already started the Facebook page for that. You took action. Taking action is so important. Okay, I don't really want to scroll. Hey, Tash, good to see you. Everyone's just jumping on. Yes, come and say hello. Come and say hello. Okay, I knew there were some questions there. Keep saying 444. What does that mean? What does that mean for you? That's my question. So when we see what I teach pretty deeply in Magnificent Mediumship is, and in all my containers, is like 111 means something for me. It means that I'm on the right track. For some people, it's Call of the Angels. Some people, it's something else. Some of my clients see 705, or my sister says 137, like all the time. And it is a sign, but what is that sign for you? Okay, like typically 5 for me is power, 3 is change, 2 is kind of like balance, 1 is I'm on the right track. And these are just coming off the top of my head, but it doesn't mean it's the same for you. I think overall it means, hey, you're being aware enough to notice, which is always a good sign. So let me know how that lands for you. I'd love to know what that means for you. Do you believe in, and how would you know what your niche gift is within the mediumship healing realm? So absolutely. So this is what I do in the soul mapping sessions. So what I do in Magnificent Mediumship, and Anya, you've done it twice, is I'm like, here's soul retrievals and plant removals. I've added a lot of different things in because we're constantly evolving. Mediumship, channeling, light language, all of the things, right? I give you guys initiations and activations and practice and stuff like that. And what I do in my next level, so coming into my Amplify Mastermind, for instance, or having a soul mapping session, is we go into different layers. So for you, Anya, if you had a soul mapping session, the half price, by the way, right now, because I want to do as many as possible because it's so much fun, is we can go back to and through the galactic or collective lineage, like a collective lineage. Today was Lemuria we worked through, and bring through this essence of your self-soul. It's a soul stream, and get information from yourself. And I literally record it and get all this information, and then we create this modality. So your niche is within you. It's 1,000% within you. You don't need me. You don't need anyone to do it. It's kind of like opening the Akashic records, but nothing I do, from remote viewing to trans channeling. I do trans channeling as well, which is just allowing a collective to come through and speak through me. So my consciousness kind of gets out of the way. You can access these things, but like nothing I ever do is this legit, like in a box. It's so much more than that. So that's what I would do, is I would actually have some type of soul mapping session with an advanced medium or someone like myself who can go to those spaces and unlock and bring it through. And what MM does is it stretches your consciousness so much that you can get out of your head and into spaces where you can actually receive some fantastical advice. I say fantastical because it's like next level, blow your brain type of stuff, if you actually thought of it from a linear perspective. So yes, do you have a niche? Yes. Do you have many? Yes. Can you access them? 1,000%. And sometimes we do need help to access them, because trans channels do that as well. So I don't know if that helped you. I hope it did. Hello, Evelyn. How are you, beautiful? How are you? That was me. I'm not sure where I'm at. I'm gonna stop scrolling. If you have questions, pop them down. If you're coming in to say hello, say hello. I'm starting to spit because everything's getting all lazy because I've talked so much today. How do you know what it means for you? You ask yourself the question, what does this mean for me? Spirit, show me. Now, there's so many ways. I'm not going to go into them. This is what I teach in MM. Like, there's so many ways where you can write and you can channel and you can receive. But to give you a really short answer is you've got to trust yourself. You've got to trust yourself. Yeah, there's another blue card. We've got to trust ourselves more. Tomorrow, my intention in my $1 Million Medium Masterclass, I should just call it MMM. So I like M's. I've actually got an M there on my neck. And my last name was Minia. I like M's. And Mary, you know, and all my grandmas were called Mary. Anyway, what I want to really bring forward tomorrow is the belief. And to help you believe, the dedication, the devotion, and determination happens when we have belief. If we don't have belief, then how are we going to access this higher power? How are we going to bring forward and listen to the guides? And how are we going to ask ourselves a question and go, how do I know what it means? We are all knowing souls and remembering who we are, but we all activate each other. Trust, faith, and love. Terry Sorensen, who, Evelyn, you know him, who was a beautiful mentor of mine, who still is a very beautiful mentor of mine. He's with me very often. He is passed now. He used to say faith, trust, and love all the time. Is so, so, so important. And we need to really bring these things in, okay? So this is the card I pulled for you guys. The the resolution of difficulties, a weight lifted off your shoulders, the end of an addiction or codependency. What would happen if you stopped giving a flying fuck what everyone else in the world was thinking? We can say we don't care. I can guarantee that we do. There's always a residue. There is always, I do care. Like I say I don't care until someone proves me wrong. I'm like, I do care, you know. But we're always working on it. We're always working on this light within, which we call love, which is the only true truth, I believe. There's many truths, but it's the only universal true truth. And I've got friends that are like full-blown ministry Christians that are into sacred sexuality, and they use the word God, and I use the word love, you know. And I've got like full-blown Christian like in-laws, and we have the same conversation and we use different terminology. So at the end of the day, like if we believe in ourselves, we can get along with anyone and just understand from this diplomatic viewpoint that with our niche, like Anya was talking about before, our niche, like there's certain people that can hear us and require the activation. Not everybody, okay? Here is another card for you guys as well. I pulled this one yesterday. Asking for help from others. Okay, so there's a theme today. You're not here to do it alone. You're not here to do it alone. I have surrounded myself with the most phenomenal friends, like that have always got my back. I have surrounded myself with phenomenal clients that are just, I know they've got my back. And of course I've got like coaching friends that, if I said, can I ring you? They'd say, sure, what's up? You know? So you're not here to do it alone. You're not, okay? So but you are here to start the motivation, get the fire going. Your determination, your devotion, and your dedication is literally up to you. You can't expect other people to be as excited about your project as you. Like I am like, magnificent mediumship, let's go. You know, I do bonus calls. I do all these crazy things because I love it so much. But I can't expect other people to be as excited. I can't expect you all to go sign up right now. You don't even know what it is. So we have to be in it for ourselves. I mean that in a really positive way, with the determination to birth something. So what are you birthing right now? There's something you need to birth, but you need to be grounded and you need to believe in yourself. And that's where the blue was coming through as well. Okay. The ego is attached to this. Let me know if this is resonating. Like, who am I talking to right now? I feel like I'm talking to everyone. Who am I talking to? Let's comment. Let's give me some love. Give me the love. It gives me the energy. Then I stay a bit longer and pull another card. Trust me, I'm a projector. So the ego comes in when we're like, I just don't have enough time or money or energy. All those mums out there, can you hear me? I don't have enough time, energy, or money. Time, energy, and money. And the more we say, okay, here's the thing. I've been saying, I'm pretty sure I put on 4 kgs. I'm pretty sure I put on 4 kgs. I'm pretty sure every day I've been saying that. I went and weighed myself today. Guess how much weight I put on? Exactly 4 kgs. And then I realized I am such a powerful manifester. So now I'm going to be going, yay, I lost that 4 kgs. Yay, that 4 kgs is gone. Yay, I'm light, healthy, energized, wealthy. I am just like ecstatic. My body is healthy. I've been going, my shoulders are so stiff. My shoulders are so stiff. Then I go to my physio friend and she's like, oh my God, what have you done to your shoulders? And I'm like, oh my God. I created that. Full disclosure. Where do you need to out yourself? Now, I'm not saying you need to be super mum. Or superwoman. That's what I was meaning. I am not superwoman at all. No. Not even slightly fucking close. You should see my office right now. It's a shit show because I was channeling. So I have cards everywhere and I have all sorts everywhere. You know, my desk is a manic mess. However, I won't let myself get in the way of my dreams. And when I pick the shadow up, when I see where I'm not believing in myself, I can't expect other people to be the ones that pull me out. It's my motivation that gets me going. It's my determination, my dedication, and my devotion that keeps me going. Okay? Who needs to hear this today? So the illusion of... Christina, tomorrow it is 9 a.m. This is not the masterclass, just in case you thought it was. It's not. It's just a card full. So the illusion of being trapped, placing too much importance on material items, getting caught up in fear and worry. That is the ego. I don't know if I can do it. Thank you. I was wearing a mum jersey before, so I just changed it. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I have the resources. I don't know if I have the confidence, and I don't know if I have the skill set. And I'm like, dude, if it's about the skill set, you can learn it. If it's about the confidence, then I can help you. You know, we can do this together. We need incredible, powerful tribes. Don't hang out with people that are negative because you think that, oh yes, this is what I deserve. Hang out with people that are positive. My friends pull me up, just as I pull up my friends, when their behavior is like below par. They're like, dude. And I'm like, oh shit, am I being like negative? Actually, it's mainly my husband that pulls me up. Positivity, not fake positivity. There's a lot of toxic positivity out there, but determination. What do I want to fucking do? How would I do it if I didn't give a shit what anybody else thought? You know, how's this landing for you? Let me know. You don't, again, the same kind of card. You don't have to do it alone. You're not meant to do it alone. You know, one of the things I love about me is I've created Magnificent Mediumship Alumni. Now, I only did it a few months ago, and that means when you come to work with me, you do my certification, MM, and you learn all these cool things that I've been talking about, and you remember who you are, and all that type of stuff, is you're put into a Facebook community where we come together 4 times a year, which means you can always ask me questions, right? So I'm always available for people to ask me questions about mediumship, about my program, about their channeling abilities. And hey, Charles! So I think it's really, really important to have a tribe. And if you're not utilizing the people around you in the tribe and you're going, I'm going to isolate myself and try to carry this boat by myself, I'm going to carry the load by myself, that is on you. So we do need to take radical responsibility. And when I was swamping and I was all like, I don't have enough time or energy or money or resources, like I wasn't going to use a computer. Are you kidding me? I don't know how to do ClickFunnels or build, like, if you don't know me, I am so not techie. I have never built a landing page in my life, which is like a website page. I have never made a payment link in my life. I don't do these things because I don't want to do that. That's dumb. I want to do this. Let me do this. Spirit, let me do this, right? Let me do a soul mapping session and stay on for an extra hour and a half. She is my OG client, my oldest client, like, who's been, you know, she's been with me for the longest, is what I meant, not my oldest. Yeah, the alumni group, yeah, keeping in touch, it's so good. How are you feeling, Chelsea? How are you feeling? How's your wrist going? Hardest thing for me, the imposter syndrome, exactly, which is the ego, right? And we all have it, every single one of us. And every time, I'm going to talk about this tomorrow in the $1 Million Mediumship Masterclass, every time I go to expand, I'm expanding right now, right? I can feel it. I'm like, look at my eyes. I feel like they're bright white, and I'm like, why am I so on at like 20 to 7 at night? Like, I had a coffee, but like, seriously, that's it, you know, coffee and maybe a little packet of chips and a muesli bar, but you don't have to do it alone, and you're not meant to do it alone, but it has to be with the right people. Be careful who you're collaborating with and where you're getting advice from. Do these people have, and I'm talking to someone here, do these people have your best interests at heart? Some people won't want you to shift and change. Oh, yeah, Chelsea. Yeah, if you need anything, just message me, Chelsea. You know I'm here for you. I've carried that load, never again. It's motherfucking heavy, you know. It's me too. Like, who here was for that eclipse? Was there 2 eclipses and a full moon? I don't even know. I mean, we're in 2025. We're in Q2 now. Like, what the hell? And if you're in my Amplify, you need to go check out about Q2. We need to create some targets and get some money rolling, and we need to make some ripples effect of change in this world. Go check it out. That was next level. And my back, like, oh my gosh. And my mind, like, there was some fucking crazy stuff happening in that eclipse. And I just lay low and I just let it come. I just let the feelings come. I let the purge come. I know a lot of people have been telling me they've been purging and stuff like that, you know. What if that wasn't wrong? 2 eclipses, yes, and the energies are still going. Well, thank God they've eased up, I'm telling you now, because that was actually not okay. The more sensitive you become, the more psychic you become, the more sensitive you become. You're not broken. It's just you're more aware, okay? So, yeah, money come, money come, money come. Absolutely. Reach out to others for assistance. This is, how are we getting? Erica's in the house. Hi, Erica. It's been rough, and you like went and had a surgery basically on your eclipse. I got my bleed on the eclipse, like crazy stuff. Feeling big shifts about to happen. They really, really, really are. So again, it's we're working with the heart today, and we're working with the root. You know, it's really about shifting the old. There's a lot of kids coming up, a lot of root stuff, which is shifting out. Today we worked with my client on shifting the stuck energy from when she was 13 that has been holding her back now in her early 60s. It's like we had to go back in time to do some work, and this is where you're at right now. If you are holding yourself back, I love how we've got our astrologers here. So cool. If you are holding yourself back, you need to come into your heart and go, what do I really want? What am I determined to do? And dedicate yourself to this mission. If you're dedicating yourself to other people and appeasing those people, you're not going to get to where you want to go. Okay, who needs to hear this today? So reach out to others for assistance. Pour time for a career change. Feeling challenged by money issues. This is not a real thing. It is, but it's not. It's actually a perspective shift, and you can actually transmute this through the heart. When I went from 30,000 to, thank you, Erica, when I went from $30,000 a year slogging my guts out, I loved being a hairdresser. I felt like it was my sanity from raising 2 little tiny children and trying to think about their needs. However, I was kind of miserable in every part of my life apart from my job, and I was making fuck all, like, excuse my language, $30,000 New Zealand, which is probably 15 USD. Like, what? I basically paid for daycare. And if the kids needed some clothes, which would have been like secondhand, it was actually insane. And my parents thought I was doing well. They were like, why would you quit hairdressing? But I didn't have enough time to do this and have that job, right? So I went like this, and I'm going to talk about this all tomorrow. So I went over like this, and I got this determination, this dedication, this devotion that I have right now for you while I'm showing up at 6:45 at night to promote my free masterclass tomorrow. I did this, and I started to thrive because I looked at where I was holding myself back, and it was hard, and it was uncomfortable, and we quite often call it the unsexy work. I just pulled this again, the same card, guys. So we're recycling the same cards now because there is one piece of advice you need today. And that is, it is time to show up. It is time to step forward. And it's really time to own what it is that you want to own. If you don't know what that is, and if anyone doesn't have any questions, pop them down below because I'm going to tap out soon because I'm going to go prepare for the masterclass. If you don't know what it is, who cares? Just start following the breadcrumbs. Start following the light. Let the love guide you. Not false light. There's a lot of false light out there. There's a lot of trickery going on. There's a lot of depth and I don't say depth. There's a lot of darkness. There is malevolent and benevolent. And there's nothing to fear. There is nothing to fear. Honestly, I am a demon slayer. It is nothing to fear. Like, I'm like demon slayer number one, I tell you. Everyone that comes to me that works with me in MM, I am like, or in any of my other containers, they get entity clearings, demon slaying, they get an energetic like upgrade pretty much. That's the best way I can explain it. And soul retrievals, because we need this right now. We're on such a precipice of massive, massive, massive changes. And if you don't believe in yourself, then where are our light workers? It's so much bigger than you. So much bigger than you. The work is so much bigger than me. It's so much bigger than you. It's so much bigger than our 3D lives and our 3D. It buzzes me out that we are in little homes, looking at little screens, literally going unconscious continuously instead of actually seeing what is going on. We need to wake the fuck up, and everyone does it in a different way. Okay, so this is why I do my soul mapping sessions. This is why, I mean, when we go into MM, of course, magnificent mediumship, we go deeper into this. You get to trial things that you like. You get to strengthen your clears. You get to show up and allow yourself to grow. Sometimes we're going to go back to go forward because we're going to clean up things. Okay, so this is what the eclipses are all about. This card is really beautiful. You can see these cards on my first deck. There is like a bite out of one of them from the kids. Trust there is a reason for everything that happens. I know you've been going through shit. I know it has been a rough year. Okay, if you're jumping on, please come and say hello to me. I love interaction. Remove yourself from negative emotions. I was just talking about, who is your crew? Who is your crew around you? Do you trust them? I only have people around me that I trust. I only ask advice from those that I trust. My community, people that come into my magnificent mediumship certification or come into Amplify or one-to-one, like go through a process. Like, I want to know who you are, how many kids you have, what your human design is. I'll personally do your human design reading, and I want to know what your mission is on this world. Why do I do that? Because it's so important for me to have healthy humans around me. It's very important for you to have healthy humans around you. The compassionate earth angel will often come in, and the passionate earth angel will come in and be like, but I can see that he has a good heart. If that person is negatively affecting your energy, you cannot be around that person. And I don't know who I'm talking to today. Maybe I'm talking to the collective here. Hey, Emily. But it's really important for you to not be, you're too light to be around negative people. And sometimes that means distancing yourself with love. Sometimes that means cutting off. I've literally cut off people. And I know that sounds harsh, but I'm working for God. I'm working for a higher power. I'm working for love, for the universe. Okay. When I say God, I mean love. I mean a higher consciousness, the universe. I'm working for my higher self in the name of love. And I always say in the name of love because of true love, of unconditional love, with no agendas, no motives, no manipulation. Okay, it's really, really important. Wake me up before you go, girl. Give me a hand. Like, Christina's always singing, and every time I see Christina, I go, "Hi, Christina!" Like, okay, so negativity must go. It's going to be emotional letting go. It's going to be so emotional letting go. It's hard. You know, I've lost friends. I mean, I don't even know how I've hung on to my husband for 25 years. I must be an okay person. We've got this, oh, this is a card for you. But I've lost friends, but we have to choose ourselves. We have to choose ourselves. I messaged a friend today and she sent me a really long voice message about a week ago. And I said, I'm just letting you know, I haven't forgotten about you, but I just don't have the space to listen to your message and give you the time that you deserve right now. But I'll catch up with you in the next couple of days. And she's like, sweet ass, whatever. That's a good friend, right? We have too many expectations of people around us, or they have too many expectations of us, and we should not have that. We can be a tribe, but we need to lead with love and respect one another because we're also so different, okay? You can do anything. So you can see the if you've been here from the beginning, if you're just jumping on, please come and say hello. We've had a theme today. It's self-belief, it's putting yourself out there, and it's allowing yourself to shine. And also it's about cleaning up. The eclipse energy is about cleaning up, it's about purging, it's about going back to your child self. If something pops up and you're like, oh, I've got a memory of when I was 5 or 15, go be with that. Okay, go be with that energy. If you're listening to this, every single person that's on my Awakened Community Victoria Bond is vetted. Like, my team goes through to see if you are energetically a match. I know that's weird, but that's what we do. Once in a very, very blue moon, we might get a troll or something like that, or someone's energy can shift, but we have all females. Why do I do this? Because I care so much about quality humans that are light workers, that are magicians, that are here to make a difference. Allowing our energy to drop down is a choice. High vibes always rise energy. Yes, I remember talking all about this in MM. So basically what Marty is saying is like, and this is what I teach, is that your vibration can rise when you're around high vibrational people. We shift by osmosis energetically. If you're hanging around with lower vibration people, yeah, you can stay high vibe 1,000%. But if you do drop down into their vibe, that's because you chose to. Now, maybe not consciously, but subconsciously. So we drop our vibration. Have you ever heard yourself say, you made me feel like this? You were the thing that did this, right? We go deep into this in MM, in the shadow work, because it's so important to understand that you are who you hang out with. So isn't it easier, rather than trying to hold your frequency and not drop down, because it's so easy to drop down and bitch and moan and because that's how we've been taught how to connect, or hang out with people. Like, I love one of my friends that I go running with because she's so high vibrational. I'm like ready to take off like a fucking rocket ship after our run, you know, and that's because I'm in her vibration, and I have the same effect on her, thank God. You can do anything. Take charge of your life. You can manifest what you need to be a success. How does this feel for you? This is the Magician card. And it's really interesting, this sparkle. Oh my God. I wish my client was here that I had a 3.5 hour session with today, because there is the infinity sign. And the guides told me a different name for this today, and it was called equilibrium, the equilibrium process. Oh my gosh. And she also had all of the sparkles and magic. So what she does, this is what my client does, this is what I helped her do in a soul mapping session, and then I'm writing a report over the next 3 days and I give it to her so she's got it in black and white because we're in this trance and channel. So what happens is my client, she pulls out, okay, let me show you. I've got so many stories for you guys. I hope you come tomorrow to my masterclass, $1 million masterclass. It's going to be so beneficial in so many ways. Okay, this is what we call dragon glass or obsidian. I live on a hill. Oh, Nicole Bloodworth, hello, I missed you so much. This is called dragon glass or obsidian. I live on a hill that is made of obsidian. If you walk down to the beach, it's 3 minutes down the beach, down the hill. There is, my son showed me, he's like, Mom, there's obsidian everywhere. This kid, my son called Christian, brings me obsidian. He's been bringing me rocks and all sorts of stuff like rocks and crystals since he could walk, before he could talk. Now, this here is what literally takes out, we've got implants, seedings, like all the stuff that's really advanced. I'm not going to go into it here because this is more kind of MM and my membership stuff. But what happened was, of course, if anyone's watched Game of Thrones, there's a lot of channels on Game of Thrones. I might even talk about this tomorrow. It's so phenomenal. And my client's modality, I wrote at the top of the page, obsidian. This is what she brings through. And then I realized, because obsidian is one of those crystals that it's better off being gifted, very much like greenstone, jadestone that we have here in New Zealand. And that's interesting because that just came through. So of course I'm going to go get her a whole lot of this and gift it to her. But isn't that weird that I live on a hill that has got obsidian through the whole lot and you can go just pick it up? It is insane. So when people are working with dragons, this will start to come into their life. Not all people can work with dragons, and not definitely most people aren't ready to because they're extremely, extremely powerful. But I just found it really super interesting that the demon slayers on Game of Thrones, the demon slayers, I mean, I couldn't make this shit up even if I tried. So she had, sorry, let me backtrack. So this infinity sign, we activated her with a process from Lemuria to a modality. So we created a modality for her, and she had the sparkles as well. So when she pulls things out with this, she goes, and she's so powerful that she can transmute whatever it is she's pulled out with this. And this is different for everyone, right? So this is why with my soul mapping sessions, we go into different modalities and for all people. But how interesting is that? Game of Thrones has got other different threads through it that are very, very channeled. So this here will really, really help you and protect you. Okay, obsidian. Sorry, spirit is here. So I just want to tell you that little story. There was a little tiny snippet of our session, and that, oh damn, I just lost that card. And that's just another sign that the session that I had with we call it the equilibrium process. A lot of people are getting activated with it. I activated a whole lot of people with spirit coming through on my spiritual membership. I've got a $22 a week membership where we do 3 calls a month. It's really cool. And we activated these people with this cool as initiation, activation. I don't even know. But yeah, let's pull another card and see. Oh, how are you guys feeling? You can tell I'm quite on and activated today. Yeah, the obsidian's just so beautiful. Dragon glass, wow. And my son brings it to me in droves. So I said to my client, I'm going to get you a whole lot of obsidian, and I'm just going to pay my son. I'm going to pay my son to go get me a whole lot, and then I'm going to gift it to you because I feel like that's the correct process. Not to make money, but you know, he's my son. Like, hey babe, he'd be so stoked because he loves crystals. Oh my God, guys, I don't know if you've been here from the beginning, but we've got another blue one. Get advice from a professional or objective public speaking. Okay, this has popped up for me today as well. Like this eagle energy has been popping up. So this wisdom that is wanting to come through you may have never come through, and your boys are so special, Nicole. It may have never come through before. It's time. It is time. Some of the stuff that I'm saying is going crazy, and I've got all these things I'm going to bring into YouTube. I've actually got a free program that's going to be brought out. It's just like a bit of a taster of It's super cool for those that want to taste before they buy, or before they activate. And we're ready. We're ready for the next level. We are ready as a whole. Think of all the darkness that's happening in the world, and if we want to bring this equilibrium in, right? So this infinity sign. So this infinity sign is super important right now to be utilizing on ourselves, to equalize ourselves, to bring harmony and balance in, because right now the scale is starting to turn, and it's not to freak you out, but it's to actually invite you to bring your devotion to the world by filling up your own heart with your own love, with your own light. And again, the beliefs, question your beliefs. Always question your beliefs. Question everything. I wish there's people in my life that, the ego part of me goes, I wish they could just question that. I wish they could question it like I questioned it. I wish that they could. But people are so shit scared of shifting their identity, like I had to shift mine. Because what if I lose everything and lose everyone? Then you lose everything and everyone, but then you can hold your head high and say, I was true to me. Okay? And this is energetics. I'm not saying just like put on your backpack and go, see you later, family. I'm going to Peru. Whatever floats your boat. But you're not here to do it alone. You're not here to do it. You know everything, but you're not here to do it alone. We need people to help open these portals, and that's why I do these soul mapping sessions. That's why I do these masterclasses. But speaking of masterclass, tomorrow we have got the $1 Million Medium Masterclass. It is going to be very activating. It's going to be very informative. I'm going to share with you the 5 things, the golden nuggets that I took out of the $150,000+ that I've invested in myself, that actually really were the needle movers when it came to creating well over $1 million. We've done $1.5 million in the last few years. How do we do that? And I'm not techie, and I don't work 8 hours a day. Okay, I listened to a really high level billionaire the other day say, if you're not willing to put down your phone and work 8 hours a day, then you'll never make it. And I was like, thanks, generator, thanks. I utilize human design to slay in my own lane. So technically I've probably worked 4.5 hours now, because I've been on this is my work. My work is my play. And I've got a little bit more to do, because I've got to put the masterclass together, because it's a really big deal. And I really hope I see you there. Draw figure 8s in the air all around you, activates and strengthens all parts of your aura. See, there you go. I didn't know that, Marty. That's what Spirit's been telling me. So there we go. Figure 8s, equilibrium. So interesting that you say that, because we just did that last week in the spiritual membership, and it was like this full-blown activation from Spirit, and it was like coming through so intense. And that's what I mean. Wherever there is darkness, it's 9 a.m. Nicole, New Zealand daytime. Wherever there is darkness, the light is twice as bright, but we have to be able to access it. And light doesn't have trickery. Light and love don't have trickery. It's choice. And just like we were saying before, like we can up level, right? And we can choose to go darker. But the thing is, why do people drop their vibration? It's because of the trickery. There's this trickery going on, and we can't do it alone. We need people to have our backs, man. Like, if people talk behind my back, good for them, because I'm still standing up saying, I am in my integrity. I am authentic, and I'm allowed to make money with my genius. I'm allowed to make lots of money, because if I don't, I've got to go back, probably own a salon and start working, and my body's really not going to like it. And then I'm no more in my demon slay, because I don't have fucking time, energy, or money, right? So what can we do to be clever, devoted, dedicated, determined, where I can do 3.5 hours with one of my soulmate clients and be so lit to keep showing up. So I'm excited. We've got an event page, okay? So I've literally, I created simply a very simple Facebook event and put going on there so you get the notifications. And then tomorrow morning, probably, I don't know when, an hour before maybe, I'm not sure when my team does it, we'll be popping a Zoom link in there. So it's going to be Zoom. Why do I do Zoom rather than a lot of entrepreneurs who do it face to face? Because I want to see your face. Because I fuel and I get energy when I'm reading your vibration. Today, I read your vibration. Sorry, I really need to stretch, man. I haven't really moved a lot today. I read your vibration. Someone here needs to believe in themselves. Someone here needs to actually receive help, whether it's paid or not help, right? I've got coaches that are multimillionaires that help me, and then I pay coaches that are multimillionaires. Like, it doesn't matter about the multimillionaire thing, right? Like, we're not here to do it alone. We are light workers, and the more we say, I'm just nobody, like, and we don't believe in ourselves, the more we are literally burying, like, the belief. And it's our duty to speak our truth and go for what we want. Now, if what you want is to have a harmonious life and you're literally living the life of your dreams, then that is exactly what you need. That's what you need. For me, that's not enough, because I'm here for a mission and I've remembered who I am, and it's intense. It's intense, but I'm dedicated and devoted to it. It doesn't mean I can't be a mum or a lover or a friend. I'm so human. Like, I always say this, I'm just so human. Like, and I always will be. You could give me billions of dollars. You could literally win me lotto. What would you do if you won lotto? You know, because I know what I would do. I would be still doing my masterclass tomorrow. And I'd still be promoting magnificent mediumship. And I would still be saying, jump on a call with me and let's go see what your niche is, what your channel is, what your guide has got. And that's an opportunity I have for you tomorrow. Okay. It's going to be amazing. Of course, I'm going to be telling you about magnificent mediumship. Of course, I'm going to be telling you about other things and ways that we can work together. But persuasion and conviction, I don't even know what the word is not my style. I believe that you are here for a massive reason. I don't use psychology, NLP, or anything like that to sell like so many people are. I am here to serve and help, but I'm not here for codependency, and I'm not here for ego. I'm not here for people that are like, I can't. I'm here for the people that say, yes, fuck yes. How can I make this happen? Okay, so come tomorrow if you can, 9 a.m., $1 Million Medium Masterclass. It's going to be activating. It will probably trigger the fuck out of you. I trigger the fuck out of me too. I would give to people less fortunate. I wouldn't. I would teach those people how to manifest. I would give in a way where, because you can give someone a whole lot of money, and then that money, they don't know how to hold it. We only have as much as we know how to hold, or we believe that we can hold. So I'd teach people, and that's what I'm doing now. The more I make, the more I show up. So how can we benefit the world? And how can we show up like we are multimillionaires? So I would still be wearing this red bikini that I haven't taken off. I'd still be wearing my activewear pants. And I would honestly probably be wearing my slippers that are about 5 years old. Because this is how I roll. So, okay, this is the last card. Let me know, how is this feeling for you guys? This is a bit of a transmission. It's a bit of subconscious shifting as well. I'd love to know the first thing, or the thing that pops into your head that is land for you today. What did you need? Was it activating? Was there something that you needed to hear? Yes, Marty. Yes, exactly. Teach them how to fish. I was having people saying to me, can you clear me? Can you clear me? Can you clear me? Can you clear me? And I would be clearing all these people all the time. And then one day I was like, no, I'm going to teach you how to clear. I've taught thousands and thousands and thousands of people how to clear. I've had hundreds of thousands of people watch my masterclass where I teach them how to clear. Yeah, okay. A financial windfall. What happens when you choose yourself first? We are taught, okay, this is the final card. Who needs this today? Find it. Did you guys see the story of the self-belief and then coming out and then bringing, I talked about that with my client, that soul mapping session, the modality, and like then starting to believe in yourself and having a community, and now the windfall. It's a whole story that you have created today. It's a vibration that I'm reading is yours, okay? A windfall. Your leadership skills are needed now, an unexpected supporter of your cause. Here is the thing. I have had one of my clients do MM 3 times, okay? I've had quite a few people do it 3 times because they love it and they want to come back. So, and when you do MM, of course, you get the chance to have a repeater's price. So you can do it for half price, and people just find it extremely activating, and it's 3 months of working with me closely. So they love it. Anyhow, I have one client in particular I'm thinking of who every single time she said, yes, I'm going to do MM, then all of a sudden that money arrives. Every single time, that's 3 times. One of my sisters has done it twice. And the last time we were about week 5 or 6, and she goes, I was wondering when Magnificent Mediumship was going to pay me. And then her partner got money in the bank, because the money can come through different avenues. We have had people, I'm not going to say this is going to happen to you, okay? I'm not going to say this, but out of the hundreds of people that have done MM, we have had 2 or 3 people, I'm not really good at keeping numbers and I really don't give a shit, but 2 or 3 people, I think it was 3, win lotto. Not, the number 1, but they won lotto. Some people have won the jackpot, like at least 3 people. People got engaged. People that couldn't fall pregnant fell pregnant. This is what happens, not just in MM, that's just my example. When people say, every time I was like, how can I find the $10,000 to pay Vanessa, my coach, right? How can I do this? Because I want to pay in full and I want to work with her for 6 months or whatever it is. I literally asked the question, how can this happen? I chose to do it, and then I asked the question, and then the money came. You will have a windfall of money, but if you sit around waiting for courage to find you, the man of your dreams to find you, your niche, your abilities, all the fucking money, energy, all the time, you're going to be sitting there at 60 and 70 and 80 and 90. And I love you. So this is the pre-mediumship, the $1 Million Mediumship Masterclass. This is the pre of it, because I want the people that want to fucking be there. I don't want people that go, I come to everything because it's free, or like I'm just going to sit here and consume. Actually, you're more than welcome to come if you want to sit here and just consume, and if you like free shit, good for fucking you. But when are you going to step forward and take the action? I'm going to give you some actions tomorrow, but the biggest thing I realize is when I invested in my coach, and I'm not going to use psychology and say, sell your car, sell your wedding ring, sell your house. Like, I'm not going to say that you need to do that, but I am going to say, if you choose things first, they happen. If you choose things first, the money will come. If you sit around waiting for the money to come, it doesn't come. When people leave my space and say, it's a money thing, I'm like, no, it's a choice thing. It is a choice thing. And I stopped saying it was a money thing because it was my kink. So I didn't have to go do things. So I didn't have to go to weddings or 21st or 30th or, I was just like, I don't have money. And I stopped saying that, and I started saying, no, I'm not choosing this. Thank you. I don't need to explain myself to anyone. So if you're not going to come to my masterclass, that's all good. But we don't need to say, we can say, I'd love to come, but I'm actually working. That could be legit, right? But there's always a way around things. And I think it's so important to take ownership. I put on the 4 kgs because I manifested that, because I put the food in my fucking mouth. There was an action with the manifestation. Like, I lost weight because I stopped putting food in my mouth, and I visualized every single day getting slimmer and slimmer, healthy and healthier, fitter and fitter, and clearer and clearer. I lost 12 kgs, I put on 4. I can tell you the exact mentality. And then I laughed at myself and I was like, I am so funny. Ha, ha, ha. So the windfall of money happens when you choose. The time happens when you take an actual good audit of your life and you say, where am I wasting my fucking time? masculine and feminine. When I took responsibility for myself, I stopped fighting with my husband. My relationship completely changed all of a sudden. Like, I had space and time and play for my kids. My bank account started filling up, and all of a sudden I was working. I mean, today it's been like 4 going on 5 hours, but that's a very long and big day for me, and tomorrow will be a long and big day, but meaning a few hours, because I'm a projector. I've got a different way of living, but the truth is I had to make a decision. Yeah, you decide and then change happens. 1000%. And it's really outing ourselves, and I out myself all the time, and rather than beating myself up or whipping myself like the priest used to do back in the day, which is fucking pointless, I just say thank you so much for that awareness. I have my eyes wide open in consciousness, and I really do want to see everything. And sometimes it's things we don't want to see. So the masculine and the feminine, and this reminds me of Terry as well. Terry Sorensen, one of my guides who has now passed over. He married us, and I found pictures the other day of that, and it reminds me of this. You're always guided in spirit. You're always guided. You have so much love around you and people that want to help you. Are you allowing them to help you, or are you dropping your vibration because it feels easier and you don't want to stretch? You should be uncomfortable. You should want to stretch, and you should want to invest time, money, and energy into yourself more than anything or anyone else. I do this for my higher purpose, but I do this for my kids because I want my kids to see. Today, I didn't make it for dinner. I didn't want dinner. I'll go make myself some scrambled eggs or something now on toast. I didn't want dinner. I wanted to be here with you today. And that sounds kind of a little bit weird, doesn't it? But I wanted to be here with you, not knowing who would come, but knowing whoever came needed to hear something. So how does this resonate with you guys? Did you enjoy this? Let me know. I keep saying I'm coming on for quickies, and I just don't even know what the time is. I'm going to have to start putting alarms on, because I think I want to come on a little bit more, just to give you guys a little bit of mediumship, you know, just to show you a little bit more, like showcasing it, if you will, because there's a lot of spirit around. But today we just needed to have, Erica, but you're just like me, so of course it doesn't sound weird. We needed to have a little chat, you know. I needed to have a little chat. I needed to have a little chat. Q1 is done. Q2 is here, and it's already the 3rd tomorrow, the 3rd of April, and I'm here for all of Q2. I'm going to put my best foot forward. Like, oh, I know, he's so beautiful. I love Terry so much. He's with me and my sisters, especially me and Rachel Evelyn, all the time. Like, he talks to me, and I'm missing Cindy. I mourned her leaving town. Mourned her. Anyway, so I needed to hear most of what you have said tonight. Mama of 6, still dishing dinner. Yeah, and you know what? You showed up and you heard something, Mama of 6. Like, and also, you're fucking amazing. My mum of 6, like, phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. You know, make sure you're looking after yourself. And it means you need to be more discerning, as in, like, what you allow around you, because you're important. You're really, really important. And I look at my kids and I think, what do I want for Adelie, and what do I want for CJ when they're my age? What type of relationship, what type of bank account? So I'm going to show them that they can have anything. And I'm going to do that by choosing me. So I'll go downstairs and cuddle them and kiss them. But right now, this is important. Promoting the, oh, yay, Lisa. Promoting magnificent mediumship. Oh, sorry. Here we go again with the M's. Goodness, Victoria, the $1 Million Mediumship Masterclass for tomorrow at 9 a.m. And my team has created some emails, so you will get an email if you're on my email list. If you're not, you need to go and say going on the event. Okay, this event is on the Facebook page. This Facebook page, I'll probably or ask my team to pop another post on, but you can find it. You're clever, you're intelligent human beings, you're strong women, so find the event on the Facebook page. You might need to scroll for 2 seconds, but hey, let's face it, we're used to scrolling, and push going, and then tomorrow morning, about an hour, if not before, minimum an hour, there will be the Zoom link, and show up, dress up, Show me your faces, because I'm showing up and I am actually really shy. If anyone knows me, you will actually know I was great as a hairdresser, of course, because I had to interact. Very good one-on-one, but I'm really shy. So show up, and it would be absolutely amazing to see your faces, to share my genius with you. And I thank you for those that have been sharing. I know Christina, you shared. I've been looking and noticing that people have been sharing it on their Facebook page. If you share it on your page, I should probably tell you this. If you share it on your page and on your stories, or page and stories, I would do as much as you possibly can. Thank you very much. Tag me so I know, because I'm taking note of who's doing that, because you're going to get something extra special. I don't know what the giveaway is yet, but I've got some things in mind. And also everybody who comes, there's an opportunity. If you do want to work with me in some type of capacity, I'm going to offer something I haven't done for at least 2 years, and that is actually worth hundreds of dollars, and it's going to be something to do with one-to-one and me. Okay, so I'm not going to say anything else. I am totally shy, Christina. I really am. I'm so introverted, you wouldn't actually believe. I was extroverted when I drank alcohol, but that's because I need to drink alcohol to bring myself into my extrovert. Anyway, okay, thank you for being here. Come along. There's prizes and giveaways. I don't want to bring you in just for that. It's just an extra carrot. And I'm excited. I'm excited to who's gonna change their life tomorrow. Who is going to transform by showing the fuck up? Yeah, some exciting stuff. Okay, I'm gonna go and plan for this now. So I'm gonna go have some scrambled eggs on toast with some cheese melted, because that's what I feel like. And I'm gonna plan for this masterclass. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Please invite your friends. Okay, guys. Oh, love you, Evelyn. Thank you. Lots of love, guys. Bye.